All right, constructors is not looking so hot now. Yeah, the thing is, I think once we load the game, it just immediately throws us in here, so we don't get the opportunity to adjust a damn thing. Downforce adjustments might actually
Round 4 of the 1995
be
World
possible
Championship here in Spain.
when you pit. Okay. We'll let the starting lineup. We'll let the starting lineup list up here. Max Verstappen or Max's dad. One of the two. Not sure which. Maybe. Setup doesn't make a huge difference in this game.
Straight down towards turn 1 they come.
Like, I'm sure it matters a little bit, but not hugely.
Superb! Spectacular overtaking there. Look at that! I'm sure there was contact there. Unbelievable! And
It baffles me why the cars run that far outside.
That's moved him up a place.
I'm familiar with Catalunya.
22nd, Bertrand Gachot. There was definitely contact between the two cars. 23rd,
Yeah, 'cause
Nigel
I'm
Mansell.
fucking faster.
24th, Pedro Diniz. Spectacular overtaking there. He's closing the gap. What a fascinating...
Well, that chicane gets installed later then, huh? Fascinating.
Race order. John Alesi, Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill.
There's a
David
massive
Coulthard.
chicane there, and like, I think in the V8 up to the turbo era, and they eventually remove it.
He's definitely gaining.
Car just isn't responding to me.
Luca Badoa. He's closing the gap. Superlative. Spectacular overtaking there.
In the modern F1 cars, you can actually just
He really loves these kind of conditions.
you can actually just take all this flat out. But you do have to, I think you do have to lift a little bit with these cars on that start finish.
He's right underneath the rear wing of the car in front.
30, thank you.
Moved him up a place.
So this one's exactly 32. means I will pit around lap 18.
Race order. John Alesi, Michael Schumacher,
Let us go
Damon Hill,
underneath.
David Coulthard. He forces his way through. He's definitely gaining.
I haven't spent any time in clean track, so I don't know how potentially fast we are.
Beautiful, spectacular overtaking there. He's definitely
I almost ran out of track.
16, Carl Wendlinger. Yes, the beauty of this race is that it's totally unpredictable. 17, Nigel Mansell. 18, Mino Schiaparella.
Oh. Looks like we're too
He's
slow.
closing the gap.
We're like 7 seconds slower than the race leaders.
Spectacular overtaking there.
They're qualifying and their set lap time, which... Something weird that goes on with these games, because I'm just like, how do you go that fast?
And the gap is closing.
I'm sure some gamers can. I don't understand.
Race order. John Alesi, Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill.
I strongly suspect the
David
AI is
Coulthard.
cheating.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, I am very much mistaken. That's down a position.
Limited space over here.
That's taken him up a position, and he's gained a lot of time there. This young man really is a superlative driver.
It was a really tough corner.
12, Olivier Panis. And the gap is closing. 13, Nigel Mansell. 14, Mika Salo. He's closing the gap. Race order. John Alesi, Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, David Coulthard.
Yeah, the AI have to be benefiting from boost too, because
And he's gained a lot of time.
these
now.
corners I'm gaining and catching, they're just staying with me behind. Which is just not possible.
He really loves these kind of conditions.
Like physically, like realistically.
Pedal to the metal. Leg out. 12, Olivier Panis. 13, Nigel Mansell. 14, Carl Wendlinger.
There's a lot of high-speed corners here too, so I don't know where the AI is getting like their extra 6 seconds of pace.
Race
It's not something that seems like it exists in this space-time.
Michael Schumacher, David Coulthard. That's put him down a place. He really loves these kind of conditions. He's a bit off the pace there.
Lacey is leading somehow.
And the gap is closing. 14, Mika Salo. 15, Nigel Mansell. 16, Ukyo Katayama.
Yeah, when I get to Championship Edition, you'll see, like, the AI is way more, like, in the realm of Earth. There's some tracks where they are faster, but it's not. They're just tracks that I can't, like, find speed on.
He's closing the gap. I'm sure there was contact there.
Like, it makes sense in a way.
They're really right on the edge, pushing it to the limit all the time. Race order. John Alesi, Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, David Coulthard.
Championship was before 98. I can't guarantee I'm even going to finish, like, the season of 98 because the handling is very, very unforgiving in that one.
And the gap is closing.
This and Championship are drivable. But I realize now why Championship is so much higher regarded than this, like, historically looking back now.
13, Olivier Panis. 14, Nigel
Because I think they get the
Mansell.
balance of AI difficulty more
15,
right
Mika Salo.
in the sequel.
What a fascinating season this is turning out to be. Ouch!
Fuck.
He's been overtaken.
Just doesn't make sense where these cars are finding the speed.
Race order.
They find it and then
John
they'll lose
Alesi,
it. It's just
Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, Johnny Herbert.
really confusing.
Pedal to the metal. Flag out.
I don't even know where I am in the stint.
Mika Salo. 15, Nigel Mansell. He's closing the gap. I'm sure there was contact there. He forces his
This
way
car is
through.
supposedly considered
They're
top
really
tier,
right on the edge,
as far as
pushing it to the
ChatGPT
limit
is
all
saying.
the time.
I wonder if it was thinking about in the context of F197. Because it does get stuff confused sometimes.
He's closing the gap. Spectacular overtaking there. Race order. Damon Hill. Michael Schumacher, Jean Alesi, Johnny Herbert. And the gap is closing.
But Ferrari's considered top tier in this game, then I would imagine that McLaren would have to be too. They weren't, but I don't think these teams are necessarily tiered realistically either. It's weird.
This will really help the team in this year's Constructors' Championship. 12, Martin Brundle. 13, Nigel Mansell. 14, Mika Salo. Beautiful. That's taken in upper position.
The way this car picks up speed is just slow.
And he's gained a lot of time there.
So the AI is managing to
Race
get less
order.
drag.
Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, Jean Alesi, Johnny Herbert.
It's like the easiest way to explain it.
This will really help the team in this year's Constructors' Championship.
We got up to 190 by just
11,
flatting it.
Mike's Harold Frenson.
But
12,
flatting it risks hitting the
Nigel
wall,
Mansell. 13, Martin Brundle.
which isn't a great thing either.
Race order. Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, Jean Alesi, Johnny Herbert.
Ugh.
It's not enough to be lucky. You've got to be good. And he is that.
We get top speed, we just have to achieve it. That's the tricky part.
11, Mike's Harold Frenson. 12, Nigel Mansell. 13, Mika Salo.
We're on 13.
Race order. Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, Johnny Herbert. Pedal to the metal. Light out. He's closing the gap.
It's basically like a timing thing.
Upper position.
Then we top out at 190.
Carl Wendlinger. 11. Nigel Mansell. 12. Heights Harold
Mika
Francis.
struggling. Yeah, McLaren eventually gets closer to being a contender. It just I know, yeah, it's after Coulthard joins the team.
This will really help the team in this year's Constructors' Championship. Race order. Damon Hill. Michael Schumacher. Jean Alesi.
What the fuck you
Johnny
doing?
Herbert.
Just blocking all the traffic. Do you think I should have more or less downforce?
He's a bit off
Assuming
the
I
pace
have an
now.
opportunity to change it in the pits.
Oh dear. There was definitely contact between the two.
Nice blocking.
10. Mika Hakkinen. 11. Nigel Mansell.
That's a free position.
Spectacular overtaking there.
Maybe I take downforce off.
And the gap is closing. He really loves these kind of conditions. That's down a position.
It's only about half here.
Race order. Damon Hill. The mechanics are out in the pit lane. He's lost the place.
We'll strip downforce and see if that makes us faster in a straight line.
He's closing the gap.
There's only like, I think there's lowest, low, medium, high, and highest. It's like 5 levels.
th Gianni Morbidelli. The gap is growing. 21st, Nigel Mansell. 22nd, Roberto Moreno. He really loves these kind of conditions. That was almost certainly a collision there.
I can already tell this isn't going to work. The car is too tight.
And the gap is closing. Incredible. He's right underneath the rear wing of the car in front. Spectacular overtaking there.
It's too understeering.
Race order. Johnny Herbert. Damon Hill. David Coulthard. Michael Schumacher. I'm sure there was contact there. It's Morbidelli.
That was a thing. Yeah, it's understeering like crazy.
I can't imagine what sort of a problem he's got. That's
So we go
the
1,
position.
2, 3. I think we need tons more.
It's a slow stop.
It's like we,
The gap is growing.
we're a little short.
That's moved him up a place. They're really right on the edge, pushing it to the limit all the time.
One of the other things I can start
He's
doing
lost
is
the pace.
pitting earlier and making changes if they're necessary.
That's taken him up a position, and he's gained a lot of time there.
Like, it wasn't a huge change, but it did tighten the car up enough to where it was a problem. Like, it really became a problem.
Race order: Johnny Herbert, Damon Hill, Gerhard Berger, David Coulthard. He's closing the gap.
This might be the change we needed. The car is way more responsive now. I can probably get this corner flat. Yeah, I can.
What a fascinating season this is turning out to be. He's definitely gaining.
And the top speed coming out doesn't change fundamentally.
16, Pierluigi Martini. 17, Nigel Mansell. 18,
It is making a
Mino
significant
Schiaparelli.
difference to responsive. Just getting surprised by how much like steering I have now.
And the gap is closing. Race order: Johnny Herbert, Damon Hill, Gerhard Berger, Michael Schumacher.
Well, I couldn't make that because I turned in way too late. But it's easier to hit.
This race is that it's totally unpredictable. And he's gained a lot of time there. Pedal to the metal. Flag out.
This might be the ideal level for Monaco too. Monaco.
The gap is increasing.
Yeah, it just has more bite out of corners. Going in and coming out.
50, Mika Salo. 60, Nigel Mansell. 17, Mino Schiaparelli.
I know there is some impact to drag, so you can't just max it out and I think it even gets too oversteering. One of the other issues I think is that it does have some impact on tire wear. Yeah, it's easier to get through there now.
And
And this is important to get the speed.
Johnny Herbert, Damon Hill, Gerhard Berger, Taki Inoue. He's definitely gaining.
If I'd made this change from the jump, we might be in much better shape. This downforce level probably actually would have made a little bit more of a difference at Imola too.
11. Eddie Irvine. 12. Nigel
There's just
Mansell.
more. There's just enough
13.
more turn in,
Nino Schiaparella. He's closing the gap.
and it makes a difference on medium to high speed. As long as we get into that inner line.
Pedal to the metal. Leg out. That's taken him up a position. And he's gained a lot of time there.
We don't seem to be seeing it in lap
Race
time, but it
order.
does feel
Johnny
better.
Herbert. Damon Hill. Gerhard Berger. Taki Inoue.
I get more speed on this because I don't need to be giving it as much
He's
steering
definitely gaining.
to get the response from the car.
The sun is out and the weather is fine.
I'm sure I have tried cranking the downforce all the way up, and it's just unbearably oversteery.
8. Olivier Panis. 9. Nigel Mansell. 10. Nino Schiaparella.
This one you just have to be starting towards the inside line.
They're really right on the edge, pushing it to the limit all the time. The gap is increasing. Unbelievable. Spectacular overtaking there.
Okay. 2.5 minutes behind. And we're in 7th, which is just wild.
He's losing ground. Race order. Johnny Herbert. Damon Hill. Gerhard Berger. Taki Inoue.
I think the base downforce is good for like high-speed tracks like Hockenheim. But probably for most, I would probably want the downforce at this level.
He's accelerating hard now. He's definitely gaining. Nigel Mansell. What a
Just have to
fascinating
time it in.
season this is turning out to be. 8. Olivier Panis. And the gap is closing.
I'm not used to braking from that speed though.
And he's gained a lot of time there.
So yeah, you go from 5 settings. Then in Championship Edition, it's on a sliding scale of 0 to 100%.
Race order: Johnny Herbert, Damon Hill, Gerhard Berger, Taki Inoue.
So yeah, that's fun. You know. So I guess the difference from where we started the race to now being
He's
about
definitely gaining.
40 versus 60.
What a fascinating season this is turning out to be.
As long as we like open in at the right time, we just
He's closing the gap.
go flying.
That's powerful acceleration there. He should be finishing in the points now. He's having to use the brakes an awful lot.
That extra stop is gonna haunt me,
And
I'm
he's
pretty
gained
sure
a lot
though.
of time there.
I stinkered with the downforce because we just it was feeling understeery.
Race order: Damon Hill,
But I was
Johnny Herbert,
slower than the AI, so I thought maybe I needed
Taki
less.
Inoue. That's down a position.
That's annoying.
Oh my word! He really loves these kind of conditions.
Backmarker AI,
He's
ladies and
closing the
gentlemen.
gap.
Now you go through there at full speed to get a run. Having a backmarker is just
7.
death.
Nigel Mansell. 8. Olivier Panis.
The backmarker is the reason I lost the position in the first place. They theoretically get out of the way when you're approaching from the racing line, but the important distinction there is theoretically.
This
In
will
practice,
really
it doesn't
help
always
the team in
happen.
This year's Constructors' Championship. Race order: Damon Hill, Johnny Herbert, Gerhard Berger, Taki Inoue.
From here on out, I think
He's
we'll
hard on the accelerator.
be increasing
He's
rather
closing
than
the gap.
decreasing on
He
most
should be
tracks.
finishing in the points now.
Hitting 190 should actually make a significant difference to lap time too, but it doesn't seem to be.
He's definitely gaining. This young man really is a superlative driver. And he's gained a lot of time there.
6 seconds.
Race order: Damon Hill, Johnny Herbert, Gerhard Berger, Taki Inoue. definitely
28.
gaining.
Okay, so there is potential. A lot of potential. Nailing that breaking point probably gives us a lot more too.
He's closing the gap.
Oh my God, look at that.
And he's gained a lot of time there. This will
That
really
terrifies
help the
me.
team in this year's Constructors' Championship. Oh no! It's Barrichello! Wait a minute! Race order. Damon Hill, Johnny Herbert, Gerhard Berger, Taki Inoue. You can see visually just how small the gap is. He forces his way through.
Taka Inoue is in the points? What the hell? That's just wrong.
He's definitely gaining. He really knows.
So one of these is for position and the other is a lap car.
Hang on. I'm sure
That's the
there
one
was
for
contact
position, it
there.
looks like.
And the gap is closing. You can see visually just how small the gap is. Remarkable. That's moved him up a place.
And
Race order.
remaining cars are
Damon
on the
Hill,
lead lap.
Johnny
so
Herbert,
that's-
Gerhard Berger, Nigel Mansell.
That seems beyond even the boost mechanic, but we'll see. We're doing lap times that are in the realm of what they're producing now.
He's definitely gaining.
Our handling has found
They're
lots of
really
time.
right on the edge, pushing it to the limit all the time. What's happened? There was definitely contact between the two cars. He's definitely gaining. You can see visually just how small the gap is.
I think that's Berger in third.
Race order. Damon Hill, Johnny Herbert, Gerhard Berger, Nigel Mansell. It's not enough to be lucky, you've got to be good. And he is that. We're into the penultimate lap.
I think this is the final lap though, because we're a lap down. I think this is part tire wear too. Yeah, the AI gets slower because of tire wear. Because they run. Some of them don't even like stop. I
It's a
don't think.
win for Damon Hill. Frank Williams is going to be very happy with this win. He's accelerating hard now. 4. Nigel Mansell. That's in the points.
In the points. Oh, man, my thumbs. My thumbs.